Willie D Live.
What's up, family? An uncivilized group of thugs known as the Proud Boys has lost their trademark to a black church as payback for racist vandalism. I ain't got no problem with that. Yeah. And while you're at it, lock them up. Lock them up. Lock those uncivilized mutts up. Backstory. The Metropolitan African Methodist Episcopal Church of Washington, D.C. has taken claim of the Proud Boys trademark nearly 4 years after being attacked by the extremist group. According to the New York Times, the historical black church was given possession of the Proud Boys trademark after a decision by D.C. Superior Court Judge Tanya M. Jones-Bozier. The ruling disallows the group from using their original trademark and selling licensed products without the church's consent. On December 12, 2020, the Proud Boys held a protest dedicated to Donald Trump, your president, in which the church was vandalized, namely a Black Lives Matter sign. The all-male group of low self-esteem bullies was ordered to pay the church $2.8 million, but the decision involving their trademark was made because it was not fulfilled. In other words, they didn't have any money. In an ex-post following the news, Proud Boys founder Enrique Tarrio, who just got out of jail for his part in the January 6 riots, and whom Donald Trump gave a pardon to, had this to say about the church. This church has engaged in a campaign of harassment and falsehoods, evidenced by their every filed motion. He demanded that the church's nonprofit status be revoked immediately. Y'all think he'll succeed? Give me a thumbs up if you think he'll succeed in getting the church's nonprofit status revoked. Thumbs down if you say, man, he's just talking, a pair of lips say anything. I'll give you a few moments to think about it. Okay, time's up. No, he's not going to be successful. Even if they try to target the church, they won't be successful because if you do one, you're going to have to do the rest of them. Although they might try to make some provisions for the Catholic Church. Something about that Catholic Church that they're exempt from everything, including prosecution. But anyway, these guys are bullies. And one thing that I learned growing up about bullies is that they don't go away. They don't all of a sudden get a good heart. They don't come to terms and say, you know what? I really shouldn't have done that to those nice, innocent people. That was wrong. I was wrong. I won't do it again. No. You know what makes bullies stop bullying you? When you put something on their ass. That is the only thing they understand. Yeah. See? This dude had a 22-year sentence. Trump sprung him free. What does that tell you about this so-called judicial system? And what type of message does that send to someone else who might decide they want to organize a takeover of the U.S. Capitol? You know, all I gotta do is do this. And okay, what if I get caught up? Well, I'll just get pardoned because all we got to do is go hard and make sure our guy gets in, and it don't matter what we do, we'll get a pardon. Fam, mind you that police officers were killed, right? You know, they love to scream back the blue until back the blue get in the way, until the blue get in the way of their mission. Then it's kill the blue, destroy the blue. They killed, I believe, 4 cops on January 6th. 4 cops who seldom is ever mentioned. They don't even hardly talk about the cops who were killed during the January 6th riots. They hardly ever even talk about it. All of those same people are the same ones who weaponize the police anytime they have a problem with somebody else. But when they don't get what they want, they'll turn on the police like that. And here's the trip part about it. We know that there were police officers in on the January 6th takeover because they just got out of the way and let them do whatever they wanted to do. So we know that that happens. But we also know that there were police officers there who were scared to death. I could not have been one of them. I would have done what I had sworn to do. Protect the Capitol. That's my job. I have to protect democracy. As a sworn-in officer of the law, I would have had to take out at least 30 of them by myself. I would have done it. I would not have hesitated. You killing my fellow officers? Man, back the blue. Back the blue. I gotta get them. Yeah, man, I'd have opened up on them. It would have been more than just that little old chick that tried to squeeze through the window and she got popped. Remember that? She was acting like an animal, trying to get through that window. You gotta let me in. Pop! And everybody took off running. See, that's all they had to do the first time. The very first time they stepped on that property, the very first time they breached whatever that barrier was that was set up, all they had to do was pop one and the rest would have scattered. But no, they were in on it. Law enforcement in America, throughout America, has been compromised. Law enforcement at the Capitol was compromised that day, and they cost other law enforcement members their lives. See, people don't talk about that enough. In fact, they don't talk about that at all. What about the officers who was in on it? Or the officers who did not do their job to protect their brothers? You know, they love to talk that brother stuff. Well, one of our own, our brother went down. They make a big deal out of it. But for some reason, they didn't make a big deal out of the officers who got killed on January 6th. I wonder why. They did not make a big deal out of it. You never hear them talking about the cops who were killed. I wonder why. What happened to back the blue? Oh, I get it. It's only back the blue when the blue is working for you. But other than that, it's down the blue, stomp the blue, clobber the blue. I can't believe I used the word clobber. But you catch my drift, man. You're picking up what I'm putting down. These people are incorrigible. There's only one way to deal with them, and that is how they deal with others. That's right. How they deal with others. Because anything short of that, they're not going to respect. They're not going to respect it at all. You got to give it to them, man. All that said, I'm still trying to get over this long name of the church. The Metropolitan African Methodist Episcopal Church of Washington, D.C. Why didn't they just throw in Missionary Baptist Church for good measure? No more talk.